Heart2Heart.
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the XOKpop Heart2Heart podcast. This is now episode 4, and we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite show, Produce 101. So I have to admit, I've never watched Produce 101, but Daniel is an expert, and we also have a panel of people who are self-confessed mega fans. We've got Carmen, Kamil, and Anita joining us to discuss Produce 101. Because I've never watched the show, I do try to ask a lot of questions about what Produce 101 is. So if you don't know what Produce 101 is, and you want to hear a bit more about what the show is about, or if you've been watching along the whole way and want to hear what these guys think about the dramas, the scandals, and all the idols, then come and take a listen to our podcast about Produce 101. Hello, everybody. Welcome to what episode is this?
This is episode 3. 4?
No, 4.
4.
Episode 4 of the XOKpop Heart2Heart podcast. We were going to do something about the collaboration, but we decided to switch that around. And instead of just interviewing Blueberries, we're going to do every single team because people were mad that they didn't get interviewed. We're going to do that episode next week. But this week, it means we're going to dedicate the whole episode to your favorite show that everyone's watching that I've never seen before. What's the episode?
It's about Produce 101.
Yeah!
You've never seen it, Jaye?
I've never seen Produce 101.
What do you think it's about?
Wait, I've seen, like, the girls one when they all came in on those triangles, and I was like, there are so many girls here.
Yeah.
And they're all doing a dance that's great. And then I've heard that there's a guy version now, but the dance is really hard.
It's very hard, yes. But it's basically exactly what you explained. It's the girl version, but with men.
But what is it? What is Produce 101? Even girl or guy version? For those of maybe who are listening, probably not, but those of us who don't know what it is.
Well, Kevin.
Okay, Kevin,
So-
listen up.
Essentially, if I'm going to be real, it's just a popularity contest. So every day, like, people can vote for their favorite member. And the top 11 members get to debut in a group together and promote as a team.
Now, Dan, you really love this show, right?
I wouldn't say I love it. I like it. I like watching the clips and finding out about the trainees. But, you know, it's
Like,
just...
Jay, Dan doesn't even watch the whole episode, okay?
Well, coming up to that, because Daniel may not be the biggest fan, and I don't know anything about it, we've got a smorgasbord of special guests who are all self-proclaimed addicts of Produce 101. Well, at least they have a lot of they have a lot of opinions about Produce 101. We've got Anita, Carmen, and Kamil. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
I know.
Okay, I guess we'll go one by one, and you can say why you are the biggest Produce 101 fan, or why you have the most opinions about Produce 101. I guess we'll start with Anita.
Hi, I'm Anita. I only started watching the second season because of the controversy. That's it.
I'm sure we'll get into that controversy
That's it.
in a bit, but would you say you're a very big Produce 101 fan?
Only season 2. Yeah, not season 1.
Would you say you're a bigger fan than Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
Okay, moving on to Carmen then. Carmen?
I was just looking for something to watch, starting, and then, it's a good waste of time. It's like 2 or 3 hours each episode. So,
I like how we're starting this episode with, it's a good waste of time. Are you a bigger fan than Anita or Dan? Or
I think she's the biggest.
I think Carmen is the biggest fan.
Because Carmen watched the last episode live, and none of us did that.
I watched
Oh, never
I
mind.
watched
Play by play,
Yeah.
Well, I had school, so.
Alright, and then Camille, I guess?
Hi, I just liked it because there was a lot of cute trainees my age, and I was watching the weird intros and swaggy rapper, so yeah, that got me.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Is it because that it's guys that you paid more attention?
Yes.
Yes.
No shame. That's true. Like, I didn't know anything about the girl one.
But I watched the girl one, and the girl one, they're so catty to each other, and there's they're really mean to each other, but the boys are all friends, and they're all happy, and all friends.
All friends.
Yeah, they're all friends.
Oh.
So it's great.
We're talking about this now after the season has finished, so everything has been said and done. Who was the winner of Produce 101, or the winners?
Well, there were 11 of them.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it in order. Okay. Tang Daniel,
Daniel,
Jun, and then Daehee was the third.
Daehee, and
Who's
then
fourth?
Jaehyun.
Ong Song-woo.
No, Ong Song-woo was 6th.
Woojin.
Eugene is 5th.
Yeah, Woojin was 5th.
And then Song-woo.
Song-woo.
I
know Ha Sung-woon was last.
Oh no,
11th.
it was Guanlin next.
Kwanli came 6th, then Minhyun.
Jisung.
And Jisung was 10th, and then
Beijing.
And Bae Jin Young was 9th.
Eye patch.
Bae Jin Young was 9th, Yoon Ji Sung was 10th, and 11th was Ha Sung-woo.
Justice for Jonghyun, please.
Justice for Jonghyun.
Just to clarify, you like name them by rank. Is that the amount of votes that they got?
Yes.
Or, yeah. So number 1 got the most votes.
Yes.
And number 11 just made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it close?
I didn't see
The
rank
first
for them.
and the first was like 1 million, and then at the end it's like a couple of 100,000.
Well, how do you vote? How does the voting system work?
So if you have a account on the Mnet website, you can vote once a day. At the beginning of the show, so the first few weeks, you could vote for up to 11 trainees, and then it went down to 1 trainee per day. And then on that live broadcast, you could do texting votes, and each phone can only text once that night, and one text is worth 7 votes.
But it's only Korean votes.
Yeah, only Koreans, no internationals at all.
So you can't vote.
No.
No.
Well, did your favorites make it to the
Yeah.
top 11?
No.
Justice for Jonghyun.
There were a lot of upsets. My favorite did not get in. He
He
got-
got out like in the
Ages
60s
ago.
something.
Okay,
Please.
let's talk about your favorites. Daniel, who was your favorite?
my favorite was Kim Tae-dong. He was the best dancer in the whole season, I thought.
Like everyone out of your favorite was Tae-dong.
Yes.
For those of you
No.
who don't know who Tae-dong is, he was in his first evaluation. He was the guy that had his hands in the triangle.
Yes, he's the triangle guy.
He's the triangle
really
hands
good.
guy, and
He's
he
the
was-
guy that went from F to A because he was so good.
Yeah.
So why didn't he make it? How far did he get, and then why do you think he didn't make it?
He was like top 20 something.
He was in the top 35.
Top 35, yeah. So like, I think part of the reason why he didn't get through was, 1, he can't really sing. So you can't get that far just dancing. 2, he's not that good looking.
Excuse me, it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
And his
So-
company's not known.
Yeah, exactly. I understand why he didn't get to top 11, but he was just my favorite.
Who's your favorite in the top 11?
Park Woo-jin, he's my favorite. He's such a nice guy. I love shingles and I love nice people.
What do you mean you like shingles?
During the show, he got shingles.
Okay.
And so he had to perform while very sick.
Yeah.
So he's hardworking.
And he went to the hospital right afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, Anita, who's your favorite member from the start?
It's still the second. Mine is Song-woo.
What? Hong?
Oh! I'm so triggered. Yeah, Song-woo, and he's from Fantagio, which is Astro and Hello Venus agent.
And Yoo-jung.
And Yoo-jung. And, like, yeah, he has talent. I think he has talent. He's pretty good.
And he made it to the end?
And he made it to the end. And he got a good rank throughout the show. Like,
He was not
Yeah,
never
he
not
was
gonna
also-
make it.
Carmen, how about you?
Same guy, because he's just pretty, but he can sing and he can dance. So
Yeah.
and he's the locker. So and he's
She's doing hard. She can't see it. She's
he
doing
does hopping as well.
He does popping now because he came to popular
Yeah.
popular culture.
How about you, Camille?
Okay, Connie from RBW was my favorite throughout the season.
Connie.
And then he got eliminated before the top 35 happened, so he got eliminated in the second round. And then my favorite in top 11 is Daniel.
Like, not this Daniel.
Yeah, there's a guy named Daniel.
Daniel,
he came
come
first.
from
He came first.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Kang. My concept today is Gryffindor in Harry Potter. That's why I'm speaking British accent.
Do you understand any of this, Jay?
I can guess what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it
We'll
yet.
link it. We'll link it. We'll link it. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
The only thing that I have seen is the meringue thing.
Oh,
What is the meringue tie? What happened there?
Well, essentially, they have to make meringue. You know, it's meringue time.
it's for like a gift to the fans sort of thing.
So if you can make
Yeah.
the meringue and put it over your head, you get to like intro yourself, right?
Yeah, and like talk about yourself more
Until the
and
timer
talk
runs
about
out.
What do you mean put it on your head?
No, like you know how meringue gets stiff.
Yeah.
If you do this and it doesn't fall on you, it means you made it right.
yourself.
So you win the chance to say, "Hi, I am blah 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 from this. Vote for me."
There was
Okay.
recently
So if
a
you-
big scandal.
Ooh.
About
The
meringue?
yeah.
No, there was,
Yeah, there was.
like,
No,
really,
it's legit.
like-
Okay,
Because all
okay,
the
okay.
fans, because people were getting gifs of them, like, just their top halves, and then they're, like, it's, like, cutting out, and then apparently, like, they were saying that Produce 101, like, set it up so that it's, like, I don't know, meringues, like,
Oh, like how it zooms into
yeah,
them.
like how it
like
zooms into
meringue,
them,
you
and
know,
it's like,
'cause they're
it
doing
looks
this.
bad, and they're saying, oh, it's sexual assault, half these kids are underage.
you know,
This
they're
is not a
doing
real
this.
scandal.
Oh, it was really big. Everyone's, because in Korea there's a thing with meringue, and it's like a whole dirty joke kind of thing.
Because you know when you're
Is
doing
it?
this, it's
And then like the cream, and it was it was a big thing.
That's so
okay.
stupid.
Like 2 days ago.
That's really
That's
stupid.
stupid.
But, like, Koreans
There's so
really
many-
like, Korea's pretty
British?
like conservative.
But there's so many like stupid dramas.
Yeah.
Just before we get to the drama section as well, I know, Camille, you are talking a lot about the agencies.
Yeah.
How big of a role do the agencies play in how well people go? Or is it doesn't not matter what agency
I
they're
feel like
from?
Whitney would like to talk about this. She
Yeah.
has this conspiracy theory.
Oh, well, she's not here.
Damn.
Cube
But Cube
Mnet.
paid off.
Cube paid
This was a
Mnet.
huge like advertisement for Cube this whole season.
Yeah, this whole season.
What do you mean by that, though?
So first up, so there was this section where they all got different songs to perform, and these were original songs. And one of the songs was written by someone from Pentagon.
And
And
was
he's-
it- was
Two
it
guys
by
from
him?
Pentagon and
Yeah,
Hyuna.
yeah, yeah.
Triple
It was-
H.
So, and they're from,
Apparently, it was their song.
yeah, and they're from Cube, and there was a whole episode dedicated to them going to Cube to train and like record the song
Because
and
they
stuff.
have two of the really big popular trainees are from Cube.
Yes, so magically all the Cube trainees were popular. They showed off like
Even though they sucked.
Yeah,
I-
like they haven't been training for long.
They
as
were
well.
yeah,
only 6
actually,
months.
They're
like
in like 6 months.
The Pyongyang Yeonsang.
But the company that produces Product 101, it's not affiliated with any of those organizations, right? Or
No.
it's just a
It's
channel.
an
right?
it's a channel.
It's a channel.
so, do you think it was favoritism because they were from
Yeah.
Cube?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Whitney says, Whitney thinks that... Oh, here she is, Whitney!
Whitney!
Whitney, we're talking about
The
companies.
companies.
Tell us your
Go
conspiracy theory.
So, Whitney is here. Whitney, are you a fan of Produce 101?
Of course.
Who's your favorite?
I always like to like Guang.
Is it because he's your people?
Amen.
No, Daniel, I'm not racist.
That's not a racist thing.
No, I just thought he was really cute. Like, he's so adorable. Like, oh, he doesn't know what's happening.
How big of a role do the companies play in the success of the contestants?
Well, I personally think that the companies, like, do everything for them, like, individually. Because if you watch, like, the stages, they all have different, like, earpieces, and they all have different makeup styles. Like, the two guys from Cube, in the first one, they were doing, like, different songs, but they both had, like, this makeup that I was like, what? Really? You chose that makeup? But then everyone else did, like, different makeup. And I was like, but it's such a coincidence that both the Cube guys had the same makeup.
But I think their
Correlation
stylists
here.
are the same because I remember watching for the 5, you know those 5 ones?
Yeah.
When they did the 5 ones, the rehearsal outfits and the stage outfits, they all swapped around, those two. So, like, the guys from different companies were wearing, like, swapped each other's clothes. On Instagram, I'm following, like, the Cube makeup ladies. And then they only take photos of, like, Hwandin and Sono and no one else in 101.
But wouldn't that just be because, hey, my friend does makeup because I work with them in this company, I'm going to ask them to do it for me? Or
No, but I think the companies would want their artists to be, like, represented in a specific light. And if someone else, like, does their makeup and they do it bad, then the company's like, what the hell did you just do?
It's like a sabotage, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah.
sabotaging me.
Like, so if the companies are responsible for their own idol and what they look like, I think the people that organize the show won't be in such a bad light if anything goes wrong. Like, how come you gave an expensive shirt to this person and didn't give it to this person? You know. So some of them are wearing like vestments and
Yeah.
like I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the
And
hell?
Off-white and...
You're like, what? And then this person's just wearing nothing, and I'm like, well, duh. But then yeah, so they have to like take care of their own people, I think.
so does that mean you think that companies like Cube trainees have an advantage inherently in the show?
I think so.
They do because there are some trainees that don't have a company. So,
yeah, like Kim Jae-hwan and
and
all the
Insu
individual...
and like they didn't have like an agency. So I guess did they have to do it themselves?
They don't stand out as much, I think.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And, like, if you don't stand out, you don't get votes.
So does that mean the ones without trainees, like their makeup and costumes were trash? Or
They weren't trash, they were just like a bit more like simple, like simplistic. And I think like a lot of the mics and the earpieces, like some people use like Apple earpieces, and some people have like, according to Bill, like really expensive ones that are like super, super good. But I'm like, I don't know. But like, yeah.
did anyone without a company make it to the
Yes.
top of
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
one guy.
Just one guy.
But he was, I think he was quite set up from the beginning.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like most of the top 11 were set up from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
of
there
them
was
got
some that I was like, what? They didn't make it? What the what?
All right, I guess getting back to the point of view of someone who might not know something about Produce 101. What's good about this show? Why do you like it?
If you like idols, then you'll like this show because it shows like practicing to be an idol,
Yeah.
and then you see the results. Like they perform the song. But
And
you
they
also
have improved.
yeah, you see them improve, and you can even see like the drummers behind backstage and stuff.
And yeah, like you see that being an idol is actually really hard.
Yes.
I think.
You see the process.
And you see good friendships.
If you
formed
like
and
trainee
cute
life.
romance.
A lot of them are good looking, so that too.
So, would you watch season 3 if it was all girls again?
No,
No.
I didn't watch the first one.
I didn't watch
Whitney
the
did. I
Whitney
watched
did,
half
Whitney
of
did.
it.
I watched the first one. I thought it was interesting because I thought I could relate to those girls as well because I'm a girl. I know they're both are kind of different. When I watched the first one, there was a lot of crying and a lot of like me thinking, "Are you serious? Like, come on, get over it." And then in the boy version, it was you could tell like they were more like there was more humor, like funny humor, like when they were like, "I'm so hungry. Oh my god, that looks like a catfish. Oh my god, I'm so hungry." Like, it's just like I felt it was different, but I don't know if the third season of All Girls would do as well as.
Yeah, me too.
The first Pretty Little One made IOI, right?
Yes.
So, this next Pretty Little One, the top 11, is going to make a group, right?
101.
They're called 101.
Is they're called 101?
I hate
101.
the name. Oh.
Like one, like
101.
1, 2, like 1 up,
Yeah.
and 1, like
Oh,
number
101.
Yes.
That's not a good name.
If you watch the episode, they announce the names, and I was just like, what the heck? They're looking at each other like, they're full talk, you can see their moves, they're like, and they're like,
But didn't the fans vote for this name?
Did they? This-
Yeah.
Well, I think
don't
it's
know.
pretty cool. 101, like 101.
No.
101.
when are they going to
They
run
could
out of
have
names?
just left the numbers 101. I would be less offended. But
IOI
this is
part
101.
When do they debut?
September. They debut at Cape Con
Ooh.
in LA or something.
Yeah, and it's until September 2018.
Do you think that they'll be successful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of popularity's sake, I feel like they will be.
A lot of the top 11 are super popular.
Yeah.
But I don't think IOI is that popular.
They were pretty
They
big, right?
were.
I think they could give Twice a run for their
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
I think they would have done better than their respective like stuff now. Stuff that they're doing isn't like really like groundbreaking and really like wow, like they're so awesome. Like Gugudan, I seriously.
The only ones is Kristen.
Oh, Kristen's not doing that well. Neither is Daya. And Chang'e, Chang'e's song's not that good.
And Cosmic Girls ain't that great.
Yeah, and I can't believe like
You
they
love
just
Cosmic
wasted.
I do personally, but
They wasted her. They just
Yeah.
chucked her in like, oh, there we go. Here's a group for
now
you.
she sings the whole song.
I know that there was a lot of trainees from groups that were pre-established that went into the show, like Newest and JJCC and stuff.
See.
What do you think about that? What's your opinions?
I think it's unfair. Just
I
plain
think
and
it's
simple.
unfair.
But what can you do?
All of New East got into top 20.
Yes, they were all very popular.
It does take away from like people that haven't had the chance to debut, I guess. Like,
So, what do you think will happen next season? Do you think
Mnet is
all lot
making
of
a new TV show now with all the. It's going to be about 300 idols, all from male and female groups that haven't succeeded. So that's their next show.
what's it called? Reject Idol.
I don't know.
please,
They haven't, but that's,
please.
Junyoung PD. I think that's his next project that he's working on.
Would you prefer it this season if none of the people had already debuted?
To be honest, like
Yes, it made no difference. To
it's
me,
a
I
TV
feel.
show. It's for
Yeah.
fun. Like
I didn't
do
feel like
whatever.
it was that different because like it was kind of interesting as well to see like people who already have experience kind of deal with people who don't have as much experience and seeing them train with each other. Like Newest was all in like D and F, like you know, and these other trainees that haven't debuted were like better than them in that like respect. So I think it was okay that they were in there, but I just feel like maybe like the voting might have like played a little because people know their names and people know who they are over people who they don't know yet.
All right, so each of you gets 1 minute to talk about somebody who didn't make the top 11 and why it was a tragedy.
Did I get a timer out?
Well, I just like the other guy from Cube. I think he was really cute. Like he was like, oh, like sweet, like, like he deserved it. And then like every time when like they would say Cube, and he'll just get up, and then like Bella was like, why did you get up? And she's like, well, because my Hyung is like so awesome, so it must be me. But then in the second last one, and he like actually got higher than like Wang Ling, and he was like, what? Everybody was like, what the fuck?
It was very confusing.
Daniel, who's your tragedy? I guess your favorite, right?
well, yeah, Kim Tae-dong. Like I was sad that he got eliminated after the concept evaluation, but you know, it's just a game.
Mine's obviously Jonghyun.
because I think he did really well throughout the competition, and the group isn't balanced because like there's like a lot of vocalists and only 2 rappers. I think Jonghyun should have been in it because like he makes it a bit more balanced.
He was like really nice. Like, okay, the one that we all hate, they made him a rapper in the final like evaluation, and I was like, yes. But then Jonghyun like chose to be that rapper that gets like 2 lines.
Yeah,
and he put Hangyeon back into like vocalist, and I was like, you're being too nice to him.
Wait, so that's why he got sent out?
Jonghyun's always
He
nice.
gave up.
Because like that rapper has no lines, but like and then someone was really mean and put like Hangyeon on that rapper. But then like Jonghyun was like, oh, you know, I haven't chose yet, so he put himself on that one that gets no lines, and he put Hangyeon back onto vocal.
No,
He didn't deserve it,
throughout
but
the whole season, Jonghyun never had any lines at all.
Like he only got screen time because he was a good leader.
Yeah.
Does that mean like he sabotaged himself?
Yeah, basically.
A little
he's
bit,
too
yeah.
nice.
He's too nice.
He's too nice. That's why he lost.
He got
nice
robbed.
guys never win.
Yeah.
I know.
How about you, Kamil?
Well, I think my favorite was Hong Eun-ki. The one he won the dance battle. Yeah. Oh, I really liked him. Like, he was a good dancer. He was a really good vocalist. He was really cute. He was really nice. Yeah, and he didn't get in. And he was really, really talented, I think.
He didn't get screen time until that game over.
Yeah, he didn't get he didn't get screen time until everyone noticed his whacking and twerking.
You see the whacking one?
Yeah, the whacking one. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's time to talk about Samuel. we've been holding it back. I know that there's many opinions about Samuel in this room. Can somebody sum up what a pro Samuel and a con Samuel side? What's the deal with Samuel?
Well, you're pro Samuel, aren't you?
Well, I always just thought that he was gonna be in 11. Like, from the beginning, as soon as he walked in, I was
He got
like...
the first A in the company audition.
Yeah, and like, I was like, as soon as he showed up, I was like, well, okay, there's one of them. That's not a question at all. But then it was just so odd that he didn't make it. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm
His
like,
company
what?
didn't pay enough.
His rank dropped when they blocked the Chinese. When he blocked the Chinese votes quite a bit. Him, Lai Kwan-lin, and Justin, when they blocked China, when China got blocked, everything fell. Like the ranks got messed up.
But some people here don't like Samuel.
I do not like Samuel.
Why?
Why? Because he's your kind.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's what he said to me at the beginning of this podcast.
Kwan-lin's Chinese!
Yes,
You're Chinese!
This is like racist. You all reacted to me saying it's your kind, and when Daniel says it, oh yeah, it's totally fine. You guys,
Privilege.
Yes, white privilege.
White season.
But Daniel, why would you like him?
Okay, so at first I didn't have any opinion on him. Like, he dances well. Like, he's talented. I'm not saying he's not talented, but from the episode when they had to pick a center for Pick Me, I felt like he had really bad sportsmanship, and for me personally, that's not a quality that I really like. And in a competition like this, I feel like the winners should be like good vocalists, but like kind of good people too. Like, these are supposed to be idols, people that you look up to. So I think that him being so, I guess, overly competitive and arrogant, I thought that wasn't a good quality for someone to be in the top 11. And like, it got even worse when they did the Get Ugly performance. And he was in a group with everyone. Everyone was a good dancer. So like, even if he came last, like, it wasn't bad. Like, you were amongst good people. But he came last and he started crying like, oh, what's wrong with me? Like,
Well,
maybe...
I guess no, but he was center more than once. But
Oh,
I think
his greed for center was so annoying.
But both times, like, he didn't come first in his group.
I feel like he never came first.
Yes,
He's never
came
come first.
So, I don't know, maybe people started catching on to that and were like, no, I'm not voting for him anymore. But for me, that's just the worst. I don't like him.
Do you think it was because of his race at all? Like, that's apparently like a big, like...
I don't think so, because they voted in someone who can barely speak Korean.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
like
feel. 'Cause,
Wan-lin?
like, yeah, they voted for Wan-lin, so...
Like, he can't speak Korean much at all.
Wait, who's this?
Wan-lin, the
Chinese
cube
guy.
one, the Chinese one.
He's Chinese.
So, for most of the show, he didn't know what was happening because he can't speak Korean.
yeah, Kai even had to speak English to him.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
your turn.
So, I don't think race was a big issue. Like, Samuel can speak Korean.
I just don't think he's popular.
Also, I think he made a big deal about his dancing. Oh, I went to Academy in America for 7 years. Oh, when I'm in a dance battle, I never come out first. But there were so many other really great dancers that did really well in battles. That
Yeah,
didn't
he
go
wasn't
on
the
about
best. But he was good. He was
every
good.
time when I watch his battle, it's like he's not the best.
And he went on about being the new John Somi,
but he
and
keeps
then
talking
I was
himself
just
up.
See, he's annoying.
Whitney, your rebuttal?
I disagree. I think like everything Daniel said is correct, but it's just that I think the like program set it up to be like Samuel's going to be in like
I agree. Like when he started losing votes, I was like, oh, like why?
That?
Because from the beginning they gave him screen time. They promoted him a lot. Like he was basically the face of Produce 101 for the beginning.
Yeah, so I was very surprised he didn't make it.
Okay, let's get into it. Right into it.
Yes.
Scandals that we're talking about.
There's not enough time.
Which
we have a lot of topics to talk about.
What's the best drama? Like,
we'll start from the beginning.
Okay.
So before the show even began.
yeah, this is before the show even like aired. There was like this scandal that came out.
that
like,
one trainee, that was a really hot one.
Oh, do you want to speak?
There was one trainee and he was really hot, and I think, was he bullying or was it sexual assault?
He was
Both.
He was a bully.
Oh yeah, he was both.
He was both.
Yeah.
But wait, was he bullied or was
He was
he the
bullied.
bullier?
The trainee
He's
was
bully.
bullying someone else and sexually
But it was
assaulting
when he was,
someone
like,
else.
Younger.
Yeah.
Like another person on the show?
No. Back in school.
His classmate.
Yeah.
Me and her that got edited out of a whole episode.
Oh yeah! Oh my
Right.
god, that was really funny because I didn't realize that happened.
I didn't realize.
I watched the whole episode without realizing, and then my partner was like, "What the hell? Like, how could they just do that?" I'm like, "What do they do?" And he's like, they just blurred his face," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I had to rewatch the episode and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't even see that there was a man there with a blurred face."
I didn't realize until they released the
Yeah,
rankings because I was like,
I didn't realize until I watched one of the eye contact videos, and then I saw these 3 people, and then I saw 4 people in a line. I was like, 4 people? Where did this third person come from?
And in the last episode, when they were showing like just them hanging out and stuff, they still had
I was like, why did they just not take that clip of him?
Why did they blur his face?
He got kicked out of the
He got
show
into a scandal.
because of a scandal, and they
Another
had already
sexual
filmed it. So
Yeah.
rather than refilming it, they blurred him out. It's like he never existed. It was pretty good,
It was
actually.
so funny.
that was very funny.
It's just blurred face.
And then he's in the performance, and then they're all rapping, and then you have like 10 seconds of silence, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know, there's a lot of sex dramas.
Yeah.
What do you mean sex dramas?
Well,
I didn't hear any of these. What?
Lee Dapey, he was apparently in some gay porn. I did some research.
For no reason.
For science, and I found the video in question and examined it.
It's not him.
It's
right?
not him. 100% not him.
And plus, he's like a child. He's 16. Like,
Hey man,
leave
if you
him
live in
alone.
the West,
From
if
like, they should leave him alone. Like, it's just gross. And like, yeah, like Beefy had a sex
Oh yes,
scandal.
Dongho had a sex scandal, but it made no sense. It was so stupid. We have so much to talk about
I
still.
hate you,
so
Hakya,
much.
so much. With a passion.
Did anyone in the top 11 have a scandal?
Daniel.
Well, Daniel.
Oh, Daniel had a
Daniel.
scandal.
What was
He
Daniel's scandal?
cheated.
He cheated.
On-
I think it's slow.
And so did someone else,
He
right?
cheated on what?
Youngmin.
So, this year, instead of the trainees choosing the song that they want to do, like, wait, did they do that last time?
I don't know. I didn't watch
Just
the
what
first
happened-
one.
what happened-
And basically, like, the audience chose what song they think fits best for that trainee. And then I think someone messaged Daniel on Instagram.
Oh no, he put it on his Instagram bio, which
Or
song he
cats.
wanted.
Yeah, like
Oh.
the fan
Yeah.
said, "Hey, change your like description to which song you want. Like, how many cats means which song you want."
Yeah.
But that's not like specifically saying which song he wants, but like yeah. So he changed it to 4 cats, which means the 4th song, which was I think Never.
Never, yeah.
Yeah, never. And then the people found out, and they were like, yeah, you're getting penalized for this.
They still made it.
But
He
no,
still
but
won.
he
He
won.
won the
He
show.
came first. He came first, man.
But then
Come
people
on.
try to bring him down, like, how can he win when he cheated? He
Love
didn't really
Daniel.
cheat. Like,
No, but they like penalized him. Like he didn't get to choose or anything. And
They
just
made sure
left
like he
him.
wasn't allowed to be in
He
that
still
song.
got first
Yeah.
in that concept event.
yeah,
Yeah, they
it
did
didn't
it.
matter.
Yeah, it
He's
didn't
so
even matter.
popular.
But most of the people in that group were like kicked from Never. So like 2 of them were kicked
Yeah.
from Never, and one of them was him who got forced into it, and they won.
Yeah, they all won in the end.
And Youngka! Wujin and Daniel.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about him. Like, I feel like we should have talked about Little Wujin.
Okay, what?
He's just a little kid, but like,
like
it was
15.
interesting watching him.
No,
Like,
he's 14,
Like
which
14.
is 13.
Oh, well, yeah, technically, yeah.
but yeah, he was really young, and I just thought, oh, like, I know
He's talented though.
He
can
is
sing and dance.
like. I started watching clips because he was there. Like, I was like, oh, little kid, like, oh, how cute.
Yeah.
He's so cute, like.
You can shuffle.
But he was never gonna win because people vote for who they like physically. Like,
No, but people did really like him. But after he didn't hit that high note in Heart2Heart, like,
it was the BTS song.
Yeah.
Oh, Pomnal. And then, like, his popularity, like, went super down. Like, he was in, like, top 15, 20.
Yeah.
And then, like,
I think
everyone
Daniel
hated
got
him.
popular because of him. Because when Daniel,
I reckon
the
yeah.
romance, and they kept on zooming that in, and everyone's like, oh, he's like an older brother. Daniel's so nice, and he's so attractive, and he's such a good boy, and he speaks Satsuri. We all love him now, and that really helped his ranks.
Yeah,
That's how he got noticed in the first episode. That was where all his screen time came from.
That's the only reason why I knew him from the start because he was always hugging the kid,
Yeah, me too.
which I thought was pretty weird.
But honestly,
Last drama. Last thing to talk about.
You should talk about the guy you hate from.
Joo Hak-yeon.
Yes.
Oh no, I just hate
Bring
him
it up,
so
bring it up.
much.
the red hair, Hangyeon.
No, Joo
What was wrong with
Hak-yeon,
him? What
Joo
happened?
Hak-yeon. He's just
He was Samuel on steroids.
yeah, he's like exactly like Sam. He has an attitude problem and everything. He always wants to be center, but he's an F rank. He can't dance. He can't sing.
He got kicked.
He
No,
just
he got
can't be
kicked out of
center.
center because he sucked.
Yeah,
But he can b-boy, guys, don't
He
forget.
got kicked out of center because he couldn't learn the dance or the song like in time and everything, and it's just like so bad. Like,
Wait, no, is he the guy that was like that got all salty because like why don't singers get evaluated
Yeah.
on their rapping?
No, that was Minho.
Oh, but
He left anyway.
I mean,
how he learned.
So someone left?
Oh, he got
The
kicked
one
out.
that-
He was
the
the
blurred
bully.
guy.
Did anyone leave? Just like,
Yeah,
I don't want to
because
do
he
this
got
So
anymore.
someone got sick.
Kim Taemin.
That guy got shingles and he's still getting
And another guy in the top 11 got pink eye, and he had an eye patch for most of the show, but he still won.
That's why I was like, why does everybody like wear an eye patch for their event?
Pirate concept.
They all get shingles.
Is
They
that
all like,
attractive
oh, I have
to you guys?
shingles.
I have shingles.
No, because like in the first one, like in the Bang Bang, like a girl had an eye patch, and I was like, is that on purpose or is that just to look like?
it was the
and
cute
then-
girl, yeah.
Yeah, and then like in the second season, like 2 guys had eye patches, and I'm like, I don't get this. Are they sick or are they just wanting
no,
to
but it
look
clearly
good?
works on the group.
Yeah.
Both of them got into the group.
I like the other guy, the one from Brand New.
Brand New.
Yeah,
Which-
Brand New Music.
Oh,
No, the other one.
Oh, who did?
shingles.
Alright, unfortunately I think that's about the time we have because that's the end Daniel have to
No!
teach. Let us know, do you want to hear more drama talk from producer? Apparently there's heaps of stuff to still talk about.
Yeah,
so-
we just scratched the surface. Like,
Can I do the slate?
Is there like a catchphase or something you want to do for
because
first
it's
one?
meringue.
It's
time.
mooring time.
Mooring time.
Their mums again.
Cha-chang!
Whitney, you didn't do it.
Should we just close this late?
슬레이트 치겠습니다.
하나, wait,
하나, 둘, 셋!
I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Alright, thank you guys. Let us know if you want to do more producer when we want to talk. And I guess let's do live reaction when their single comes out. Whatever.
Okay.
Oh my god, we should!
Awesome.
Alright, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Next week, we're going to be coming back with a Rap Beat concert review. I didn't go to Rap Beat, neither did Dan, and we actually have a story about why we didn't go. But of course, a lot of people did go. There's been some very interesting, let's say, feedback that's come out of the people who have gone to the concert. So, we've got a couple of people coming in to talk about what was good, what was bad, things that they enjoyed, and things that went really, really wrong. So, come listen to that. We're also going to be doing a K-Laboration podcast. We've got one member from each of the K-Laboration teams to come in to talk about their experiences at the inaugural K-Laboration and what they think the future of the K-Laboration should be. Once again, thanks for listening. See you guys next time. XOKpop, Heart2Heart.